hope with us forever. This is Eternal Quests. Richie Repenter, JC13, work for the king. If y'all know, you'll see, pay me. PayPal.me/RichardWithJesus. This is going to be a short sermon that I'm sharing my work of what I like to do for the things I like to eat. So this was picked up free in Poughkeepsie from a shelter program, whether it was inspired by the church or not, or another community program where they have a farmer's market right next door. And I go pick up some lettuce, vegetables, cabbage there because it's really cheap. It's only a couple quarters on the dollars. Now I'm headed over to the shelter, and instead of preaching there, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to preach over the phone. You will know them by their fruits. In connection with Jesus' commandments, fulfilling the law of the Old Testament, and being strengthened. So what this means, you will know them by their fruits, was interpreted by Jesus when they asked him. He wouldn't disciple people or train them without them forsaking all that they have, meaning either giving it all up or using it all for his service. The Japanese even say you should serve only one Lord, and that is what samurai means, a servant of one Lord. Something worse than that, a worthless servant, a ronin. Like my ronin, the kingdom of God way, just doing what I'm supposed to do in obedience to Jesus' other commandments, just being a worthless servant in our namesake, or someone who did something like a slave or a child. Exemplifies that. Obedience to these commandments is what I'm emphasizing. So, in the Old Testament, it said a commandment. We should use money as a defense. And we saw this as people going to schools, making homes, arms, traveling to different nations. And Jesus tries to fulfill the law, as he says. Although there were issues with him in society doing that the way he wanted to. I call myself a ronin because I have been trained by Jesus, I have served him, and now I have done something oh so terrible as to have been obedient to many of his commandments, including the way to refer to myself, by no longer serving the one Lord. And another video, or recording as I'd like to do, for voice recording, would talk about that. So he said to use money to make friends who will welcome you in the eternal households. And you will know them by their fruits. What is fruit? Fruit is something we eat. If I grab 2 of these free meals, I can go into the shelter and give one away and eat with someone and say the same thing. It also is every other thing that other people are thinking about it to strengthen his commandments, not just be told what one person thinks, to do all of it, to fulfill the law. Now, I also have a commandment from him saying, work for the bread of immortal life. Now, another one of my fruits that I have aside from the food that's going to be free is I'm selling these immortal life supplements in the form of chewy vitamins. And I'll sell them maybe 50 cents each. You need 1 or 2 or 4 a day, depending on how active and strong or used to it you are. And you have to continually work for them because vitamins are expensive, especially if you work with the company or buy them wholesale. Anyway, I can break them down, share them out here, and with the unrighteousness of material wealth, you should use it to be faithful in the unfaithfulness. All these guys' cigarette butts and everything. If you're not faithful in the unfaithfulness, you're not faithful in the greater things. Alright, I'll try to keep them short. 420.